on the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. floating away. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Chang. Buys a little time. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Rebels. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. He'll start this drive firing. Setting up the screen. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Chang. Quickly complete. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Just keeps slinging it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Daniels. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I I think you can do that too offensively by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith looking to scramble, finding open areas. There he goes. He's at the 40, running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13.
I would say he's pretty good then. If he's putting up those type of numbers and being mentioned with those type of cats, listen, you try to find your go-to guy. And you want to have an elite receiver on the outside that you can feature and you can move him around. This guy's got the makings of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Chang. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback now breaking the field. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back and leads it on the option. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run now, and they couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Dropping back, it's Chang. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throws for the tight end. Got it on the outside, it's Jordan. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he...
Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Chang. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He's at the... and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. Steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and he's done just about all of the work in the return game. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Smith. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Chang. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. PAT unit on the field. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finishes the run with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This one was a... getting started. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass, it's Chang. Fires it down the seam. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
With the catch, it's Jordan. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there to get this offense humming.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Miller with the ball. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Haynes. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. Sneak gets it done.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Brandon.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Chang. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Chang. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ginn. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but and the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ginn. Tackled there by the defense. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To throw, it's Chang. Fires to the big fella. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got enough for the first. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Scrambling away. Creates a little room. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Miller. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Chang. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Running back searching for a hole. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Ginn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking to throw, it's Chang. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ginn. Discards him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Chang. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He'll throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On the run, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Chang. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Chang. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. One more play to pad the stats. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work first. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. I think any time...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Tucker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Chang. He lets one fly deep. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the...
They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Here's a heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Chang. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close
game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. From the gun, running back on the move. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Chang. Steps away. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Jordan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Smashes through the tackle. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much in the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting. Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hendricks. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Chang. He's moving out of the pocket. He's in open space downfield. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. From the gun. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Man, I like the execution by the offense on that 2-point conversion. You get backed up a little bit. Listen, you practice this. You practice having penalties, getting backed up. Nice job still getting into the end zone, making the play for this offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. To the air, it's Simmons. Keeps the play going. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Chang. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.